Okay, it's lunchtime. It's now 12:30. Been here a little over an hour. Shelter set up. It's actually kind of funny after I said, oh, I sure hope I don't have to use that outhouse today. As soon as I turned the camera off, it was time to go to the outhouse. So I've had time to do that, the shelter, walk around a little bit. Didn't find any signs of wildlife other than the squirrels. A whole bunch of shelled pine cones all over the place. So that's positive. On my way out here, stopped at the Real Canadian Superstore. Bought myself a couple of buns, some Genoa salami, some provolone cheese, and you think I would have thought to bring mustard with me. I had to buy more mustard. For lunch, bought myself a 30% off, make sure you eat it tonight steak for tonight. Got another bag in here with some tin foil and big old bacon potato and some celery and some carrots. Do that in the foil. Excuse me, fighting off a bit of a cold. With some butter, got some tomatoes and apple to complement my lunch. I love salami, man. One of my faves. I also bought some sealable baggies that I'm going to put all the food in. Inside of I've got a giant freezer bag as well that has my instant coffee in it. It'll get double sealed, put into my cooler bag here, and that'll sit in the car overnight. Why try and bring trouble on yourself, right? Make sure you don't have any attractants around. You don't want the wildlife to come when you're not expecting it. And it's not fair. Not fair to the bears, not fair to the cougars, not fair to the raccoons, not fair to anybody. If they come and get all up in your business and you have to call in the wildlife preserve guys and they end up having to shoot an animal, it's your fault. It's not their fault. We're definitely the ones intruding on their land, even with where we build our homes now. Maple Ridge alone has had, I don't know how many cougar sightings this year, a couple of bear sightings. It's all through the lower mainland too. We are definitely too close. They're too close to us. It's just a product of what was always going to happen, but it's a real shame. It's a shame when a bear or cat has to be euthanized simply because some stupid human had garbage outside or lets their pets run loose, or basically just providing the poor animal a meal, especially the younger cats, and well, the older cats too. Like they've been saying, a lot of the cats that have been appearing are mature cats that are having troubles hunting, so they're not able to get a deer or even some of the smaller rodent animals. So they're going to come and they're going to try and eat your cat. Your dog, coyotes as well, coyotes all the way into the inner city. My wife and I used to live in the boundary and First Avenue area, and you had to be careful walking home. There's a couple of packs of coyotes frequented the little park by our place. That just goes to show you with the disappearing habitat for these wild animals. When you're out doing something like this, you should definitely take all the steps to make sure you're not attracting them. Sometimes it's just going to happen, and you best be prepared for that as well. Like I've got a can of bear spray, which will work on a cat too. I have my axe. I know how to defend myself if I have to. Got a knife. I guess I don't have an axe here. I have a little hatchet. But it'll work in a pinch. Hope I don't have to put any of that into practice. There's no point. Like I said, I haven't, my quick little walk around here, I didn't see any signs of that kind of wildlife anyways, and I'm not worried about squirrels. Most of them are going to stay up in their trees anyways. But it's gotten very quiet. I haven't even seen signs of another human in probably 40 minutes or so. There was a couple out walking their dog that way, over where that truck was. I don't know if they're coming back or not. Had someone drive by just before I went to the washroom there, but they haven't been back. I won't turn away the solitude if that's what it ends up being. Kinda the reason why I want to start doing this. Want to start. Working out well so far. Maybe I'll try this a couple more times throughout the winter. Maybe try and convince some friends to come out. I've already had one buddy say, hey, that sounds like a great idea. But that was, talking about a hiking trip, camping out during the late spring or into the summer or something like that. One of my curling buddies. But, if the weather holds, maybe do another one in January. Got a big trip planned in February, so probably won't be doing anything in there. And then March, when she should start to warm up, start thinking about spring camping. That's when the bears wake up too. Anyways, I'm gonna shut the camera off and have my Sammies. The rain's kind of been off and on. Camera's now underneath my tarp. This is what I got for wood. Old pallets, that kind of thing. I should grab my hammer actually. So one of those guys that I watch on YouTube tends to point it out a lot. Gloves, glasses. I even wear glasses, and I decided to bring safety glasses anyways. Always wear your... That's going to make too much noise. Should have brought my mallet. Most of these are circle grained. I don't know if I'm going to be able to chop any of them. I did buck up a few into smaller pieces with my miter saw, but I'm going to need at least a few smaller pieces. There we go. Some that have already got some pretty significant splits in them. Those will be the ones that I look for. Try and split some of these up. This log is amazing. That. don't know how many smaller pieces really I'm going to need. Kind of comes with being fat. My knees can't really take that kneeling on a hard surface all that well. Might need to get a pair of knee pads or something. Or, you know, just get to a point where I start using real wood. A real axe. Definitely split this entire bag. Still lots of wood in that car though. I don't know. I shouldn't need a whole lot of smaller stuff like this. This should all like pretty easy. And then once it's going, the plan is to keep it going all night. Wake up every couple hours, put some more wood on the fire. One of the beauty things about being at a site like this, the fire pit has a built-in heat reflector. So this should bounce all the heat back into me. Problem is, all of this 2x4, 2x6, it's all pine, so it'll burn hot, but it'll burn fast. This one's going to split again. So I hear, that's a bird. Heard some yipping earlier. Couldn't figure out if it was kids or if it was coyotes maybe. Haven't heard it in a while though. This isn't a day use area. There is a day use area a little further down the road where that kind of crowd would be if they're here. Slog. Into the shelter. Good job, Stu. That'll be comfy to sleep on. Oh, just brute force it up, eh? That's all you gotta do. Why wasn't I doing this to begin with? Jeebus. Well, definitely think I have enough smaller stuff to get fire going. I think I'll just leave the rest of it as is. Got some 1x4s and some 1x10s as well. Maybe even chop some of those up into smaller kindling. I've got paper. I'm a smoker, so I have a lighter. Don't have to worry too much about getting the fire started. Yeah, okay. Splice this into the rest of it. The rain's been off and on. Don't really want to light a fire quite yet. It's not even 2 o'clock. Don't want to light it until I want to cook dinner. And then just keep it going through the night. Starting to think maybe I put the shelter a little close to the fire pit. I'm not going to be able to have a big fire, that's for sure. Don't want sparks jumping out and burning anything. Rain's picking up again. If it drops another degree or two, it'll come down solid. Might already be coming down solid. I'm excited for that, actually. The shelter should stand up to it. So that'll make it that much more of a memory. Not hungry. Obviously, I just had lunch an hour and a half ago. Not even. Kind of want to start the fire. Just for something to do. Kind of the problem with this trip, I guess, is that I didn't have anything else that I wanted to get done other than get the shelter built and have it in a manner that I'll be able to sleep somewhat comfortably in it. Didn't have a big enough plan for doing anything else without actually being out in the bush. You know, I did bring a book, could read. Other than that, I don't really have much else. That doesn't sound like rain anymore. I'm sure you can hear it bouncing off the tarp. I think that's frozen water now. I took a short video with my phone, showing that I'd moved some of my wood right underneath the camera, actually. I might move more of it in now. This precipitation's gonna keep up. Prefer to have my wood under here and dry. Still don't think I'll have any problem starting the fire, but it'd be nice to have it dry. I think I'm gonna do that. Get up, go get my gloves. Well, it's only 2:30, and I'm sure you can hear it. The water's falling from the sky in a solid form now. This is more of a freezing rain kind of situation though, not snow. Looks like I took too long to get the camera on. It was coming down a little bit harder just a little while ago. I really don't want to start the fire for another at least 2 hours. I bought some tea lights while I was at the grocery store. Got them burning, 4 of them just in front of the tarp here. Without a real heat reflector above me, they're not going to do much. But they're better than nothing, and I figured I'd keep a couple out burning throughout the night. Just ward away predators, maybe. And of course, you know, I turned the camera on and all the action seems to be stopping. Well, I was reading my book. My wife got it for me for Christmas. It's called Stuff Every Beer Snob Should Know. I'm a bit of a beer snob. I did bring a couple of cans of beer with me for a victory drink tonight after dinner, which I'll beer snob over a little bit, I guess. It's from a local brewery here in Maple Ridge. But yeah, now that the action with the weather's stopped, I'm gonna kill the camera again and hopefully not talk to you until we're putting that fire together and cooking some dinner. Okay guys, it's about 10 to 3 now. I didn't bring much more than maybe 12 hours worth of wood, but I need to get the fire going. raining hard enough off and on now. Raining hard enough off and on now that if I don't get this fire going soon, I might not be able to. I'll just have to conserve my fuel a little better than I wanted to. And of course we're going to repeg off the area. My now quite cold hand trying to go straight into the rock. Done. Oh no. Oh. This ain't no good. Well done. We mess about with the shelter. Just trying to get this corner a little further over, cover this wood a little better. Yeah, and I'm not worried if it gets a little wet, because I've got more than enough ways to get a fire started even with wet wood out here. Still haven't seen Tarp guys. They're still not even paid to be here. Whatever. So I took some 1x10, covered the pit just in case something like this happened. All this rain and freezing rain coming down. Now, yeah, like I said, I think it's time to get the fire started. We may even start it with one of these tea lights, actually. It's pretty handy. I wasn't even sure if I was going to use them. Put some husk pine cones in here. Squirrels have been having a heyday. A few of these smaller pieces. A little bit of a cabin type thing in here. Don't like this hat. Does not want to stay on my head. paper bags. Don't have much for birch trees out here, so no birch bark to be found, and all the moss and lichen and stuff is very, very wet. I'm not going to be starting to fire with any of that stuff. Transfer one of these little guys in there without it going out. Oh yeah. Well, maybe. Just like that. Hopefully that'll all catch. Rain's starting to come down pretty heavy now. Once we get under the tarp again. Lots to start up, please. Come on, let there be fire. There she goes. There she goes. Yeah, like I said, I was hoping to have maybe 10 hours worth of firewood. 10 hours worth of firewood right now gets me to 1 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, I'll be doing a lot less. It's now snowing. Oh yeah, boy. Come on, Steve. Clear up for me. Clear up so I can get back underneath cover. It's looking like it's going to be good. Oh, yes, coming down. Coming down real good. Let's see what it looks like on the camera. Yeah, you can't really tell on the camera. I'm sure you can hear it though. It's the tarp. The fire, I definitely want you to be slow burning, but this is kind of silly. Oh. Seems like our candle's bubbling away. Oh, there's something in there. And some smaller-ish boards. By 6 on a little too early, and now I'm basically smothered it out. Good show. Come on. 2x6, not 1x6. That's the candle. I think there's something else in there. mistakes may have been made here. I think I gotta shave some stuff down. None of this stuff wants to catch. Precipitation's calming down a bit. Maybe I just reacted a little too early. Still kind of want to get it lit now though. There's some pine bough in there, kind of sparking up now that it's drying out from whatever little fire was going on in there. Well, I'll give it one thing, that tea light just ain't giving up. None of this wood is either. I want to catch that log. So I'm pretty bored. It's not even 2 o'clock yet. Rain's been coming and going. I've got enough wood to last me the night, but I don't really want to start a fire until I'm ready to cook dinner. I'll just put the camera around there. Don't know if I can while I'm recording. So, little stuff. Moved some little stuff inside of the shelter when it started raining. Bigger stuff underneath my carrier. Got a little bit left in the car as well. But I want to make sure I have enough wood to get through the night. I could go scavenge a couple of sites. There's a couple of sites around here that have firewood left. Oh, it looks like the parks truck is coming. I can finally pay. Talk to you later.